A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Honorable Chairman, Saman Shifa Foundation, Dr. Syed Omer Ahmed, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Syed Omer Ahmed, and I am currently serving as the chairman of Health Devices Association Pakistan, also known as HDAP. I would first like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Syed Omer Ahmed and our friends at Saman Shifa Foundation for hosting this event today. HDAP is extremely grateful for your continued support in manufacturing, for the support of manufacturing of medical devices in Pakistan. We are excited to collaborate with you in today's event. But before diving into the issue of import substitution, I would just like to briefly explain what HDAP is and what it does. We were established in 2015. We are registered with the DGTO, and we represent over 250 medical device companies in Pakistan. Alhamdulillah, the HDAP today is recognized as the sole association of representing the medical device industry of Pakistan. Our members are both manufacturers and importers of medical devices. We coordinate with government authorities and give valuable suggestions on legislation and streamlining of regulations that impact our members all across Pakistan. Now turning to the issue of import substitution, without a doubt, Pakistan heavily relies on the import of medical devices. If I am not wrong, 98% of the medical devices that are used in Pakistan are imported. And this poses a significant challenge, not in just terms of higher costs, but we become vulnerable to the disruptions that usually occur in the global supply chain. And we experienced this just very recently during COVID. So it becomes essential then that we look at avenues that we can convert towards import substitution. HDAP firmly believes that import substitution is attainable with importers who make up the large part of our association. The importers become the key stakeholders towards the transition of manufacturing of medical devices in Pakistan. However, we face bottlenecks moving towards that transition. And nothing is more significant than, I will just talk about one bottleneck that affects this whole industry, and that is the imposition of sales tax. The imposition of sales tax not only hampers investment, but also growth in the medical device industry. Whether you are a manufacturer or an importer, unfortunately, the sales tax element is there, which prohibits in a way for the importer to think beyond importing and thinking of manufacturing. Now, this issue is further aggravated by the disparity in the sales tax rate and its structure. For example, drugs in our pharma industry are taxed at 1% at sale tax. and medical devices that are usually used to help administer those drugs are taxed at 18%. If I give you another example, insulin, diabetes, आपके जो diabetic patients होते हैं वो इस्तेमाल करते हैं इसको, उस पे 1% tax है, but for primarily you need an insulin syringe to administer that insulin. That is taxed at 18%. So this disparity has to be removed. And there are countless other examples as well. Import substitution is not just an economic strategy. It's a pathway to self-reliance. And to move towards self-reliance, we need to focus on key aspects. I will not go into a lot of detail. We have some expert panelists who will talk further detail on those issues. But just to give you an idea, how do we move from an import-based industry towards a manufacturing industry? There's some key aspects. Naturally, number one is government policies. As I just recently said, that the imposition of sale tax is an hindrance on the medical device industry. The regulatory process needs to be streamlined, from product registration, from manufacturing establishment, issuing of manufacturing licenses, so that the product is quickly registered and sold in the market. Another aspect is public-private partnerships. I cannot emphasize the importance of this. You know, countries, when we were in Pakistan in its early years, we all know the story of a 5-year plan that was taken by South Korea. They came, they saw our plan, they localized it, and that's where they are. We need to look at countries which have used the concept of public-private partnerships efficiently. China, America. Till date, China is using the public-private partnership model, and they are the leading exporters of medical devices in the world. I don't see why we cannot do it. So the government needs to play that role. Another aspect is skill development. Ladies and gentlemen, our laborers have built countries around the world. Look not far, Saudi Arabia, UAE. You give them that right environment, you give them that right support, if you give them that technical knowledge, they can do it here in their own country as well. We are blessed to have a large population, which 70% is below the age of 30. It is a strong population, but it needs direction. So, and if we give them those skills, whether they be laborers, whether they be engineers, if you give them that support, what they do in other countries, they can do here in Pakistan as well. One more issue is quality standards. And that is one of the issues that a lot of local manufacturers right now are facing in Pakistan. For importers, there are certifications, CE, ISO 13485, but how do you know that a product that is made in Pakistan actually meets those standards? So we need a local certified body that ensures that the product that is made here in Pakistan is not just only good for Pakistan, but for export as well. So import substitution is not just a necessity, it is needed for our self-growth as well. HDAP will continue to play its role in that regard, and we urge all stakeholders to unite in this cause and take our country forward in this regard. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.